my bad. Damn.
But that's up top.
Yeah, that's up top.
Fuck it, man. I put somebody in there.
Oh, you see this?
Holy shit! What the hell is that?
What is happening? You see this?
That's it. Corey and David, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Hey, Shalom, Akim, Alquaf out there. And we the brothers of Great Millstone, Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Yeah, in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that would be the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. Also, would like to give double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, you brothers out there laboring in His work, as well as you believers, the Akim and the Aquaf, which consists of you brothers and sisters alike that subscribe to this truth as well. So yeah, the overtone of this sitting right here is going to be centered around 2020, man. Okay, which was coined by the Apostle Taha as the year of prophecy, you know. And as you've seen in the opening clip, and that was just, a few things, besides the coronavirus, things that have sparked this sedition among men, insurrection of the people, uproars of the people. You have earthquakes all around the planet Earth. You have wars and rumors of war. Hey, America has been brought to the border of war. People soon forget of how America is right at the brinks of war, man. We're right at the cuffs of World War III. See? And pretty much this proves that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is dealing with the men here at Great Millstone. We say that humbly, But matter of fact, you'll give me up real quick before we get into this Luke, the 21st chapter, and the 15th verse. All right? Because you got people that come up against us vehemently, man. Yet they can't offset, the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, because we speak in the words of the Lord. And what we speak, the Lord honor it. Mm-hmm. Because we actually convey His message. See? Right. So go ahead.
God, this is St. Luke 21:15. Mm-hmm. It says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom."
See, the Lord said He will give us a mouth and wisdom, right? So, starting with the Apostle Taha, he coined this as the year of prophecy, man. And 2020 started off with a bang. If you somewhere have a feel for prophecy, you have a pulse of the planet Earth right now, you will know that all hell is breaking loose, man. See? Go ahead.
God, it said, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, mm-hmm. which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist."
See that? So now the Lord have put the spirit on Apostle Hart and all the men here at Great Millstone to coin this the year of prophecy, 2020. And who can come up against that? You see how bad the Lord is? Matter of fact, read that one more time.
God, yeah, St. Luke 21:15. Mm-hmm. "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay."
See that?
Nor resist.
So you're not going to be able to wrestle against what we've been saying. It's going to come to a point where you're going to have to agree, because it's going to be so up close and personal. Well, that's the prophecies are being made up close and personal, man. This is not. Oh, give me that where it said. They said that this is for a time not far off.
Yep,
get that. All right, yep. You got to reach up. Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel 33 and 33. Mm-hmm. And when this cometh to pass, it will come.
Yep.
Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
So it's going to be that I told you so moment. And that's the thing about prophesying. This it's a certain euphoria that comes along with saying I was right, through the Spirit. And the Lord is going to give that honor to his prophets, man, because somebody got to be right, man. As it is written, there will be men raised up here in the latter days to foretell the things that's going to happen here on the planet Earth. And you can read about that in I think that's 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, in the 9th verse. All right, how we would be made a spectacle, So give me what you got.
Ezekiel 12 started at 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision translates to what? Prophecy, man. So you have Israelites that's actually saying what? It said the vision that he seeth is for many days to come.
Right. So you have people that saying, well, even if it's true, it's for many days to come. Go ahead.
And he prophesied of the times that are far off.
He prophesied of the times that are far off, not understanding that these prophecies is up close. It's personal now, man. It's right up in your face. It's not far off. You can feel it. You can see it, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Matter of fact, I'm going to jump up.
Yep, go ahead.
Matter of fact, this is Ezekiel 12, and I'm going to start at 22. It says, son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus said the Lord of power, I will make this proverb. Ezekiel 12 and 22. Son of man, what is this proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?
Right. So yeah, that's what you people believe. We go back to the 2000, the year 2000 prophecy. That's what they were saying. Oh, that vision failed. Well, guess what? That's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. Which, to be honest, you don't even know what the hell year you in. You don't know if it's 2000. And I just want to throw that out there. Okay? It can come in the year 2000. You don't know what time you in, man. Because Esau pretty much distorted everything. Not only history, but he distorted time. Scriptures tell you how this man will change the times and seasons, man. Okay? See?
That's it.
Yep, go ahead.
He said, tell them, therefore, thus said the Lord of power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb of Israel.
Meaning you're not going to have any leg to stand on soon. Which you see that now. All right, the scoffer is somewhat becoming, a thing of becoming extinct, a thing of the past. You had the sophisticated scoffer who would, vehemently come up against you. He'll be adamant. He'll challenge everything you say. Now you got scoffers that come out in spurts. If there's certain topics they want to, kind of jump on. Why? Because the Lord is slowly making that proverb to cease. This idea of resistance, because it comes to a point. It's like this. Let's simplify it, right? For an example, if you're watching a game, you can have two opposing people like, this team going to win. LeBron James is going to beat these guys, right? And at the beginning, it's, both sides can make a case. But as you come to the end of the game, somebody begins to fall back, Once you up by 10 points with a couple of seconds left, somebody ain't talking no more, man. See, and that's how it's going now. All right, these prophecies is overwhelming, man. Things is happening, okay? And the Lord's so bad, he's making these things that come to pass strange. So you can't rationalize it out. You can't say, well, it was because of this, Not like Esau like to say, well, you had a certain, they go into all this formula, maybe concerning a hurricane or a tornado. The density, was low, and you know what I mean. You're not going to have any explanation. You're not going to be able to explain away the things that Yahweh Shemal Shah is bringing forth. In the opening clip, just to give you a visual of these things, because the Ark mentioned it, you don't see a lot of this stuff on the news, man. Okay, the things that's happening around the world. And that proves that the media, which goes back to medium, was that somewhat like of a middleman. Remember when Saul went to the witch? She was like, that's why they call it intervention, You have somebody like a mediator that stands in between, So Esau, through his witchcraft, which is the media, he pretty much reports to you what he wants you to know, man. And Jake eat it up, not understanding the Lord is working. Matter of fact, you got that?
Yeah, come on. Psalms 119 and 126, it is time for the Lord to work.
Oh, read that again.
It is time for the Lord to work.
This is the time for the Lord to do his work, his strange work, you know? All right, go ahead.
For they have made void the law.
Yeah, and that's talking about who? Esau. So that proves that this work of the Lord was going to be worked in this day when the so-called white man, those who are adverse to everything that the Lord has laid out, will be empowered. See that? So go back where you at.
Ezekiel 12 and 23, he said, tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
See, and the effect of every vision. So everything that's written, you know, as it concerns prophecy, is now coming to pass, man. Okay, we're in the time of prophecy. And this year right here, man, has capsulized prophecy, man. You know, and I believe through the Spirit, the chip is going to be made mandated this year. And if not this year, it couldn't go past 2000. I mean, you know, hey, this is the will of Yahweh Shema Shah, but the scriptures tell you, matter of fact, give me 2nd Ezra real quick. Okay, we are to watch. And also, give me, if you will, give me 1 Thessalonians 5, and I think you started at the 4th verse. These prophets not going to come upon us as a thief. All right, give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and start at 4.
Okay, this is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, and we start at verse 4. It says, but ye brethren.
Oh, ye brethren. That's personalized, you know. That symbolizes all of you believers out there who have come into this arena, into this wise counsel. You know, this is blocked off from the outside world, man. Okay, this is the secret place of the Most High. See, and the Lord is pretty much opening Himself up to us in the form of revealing His prophecies. And we have been called out of darkness into this marvelous light, man. See, and this brings about a certain level of comfort, man. Do you know you got people out there, you know, who have paperwork validate their so-called knowledge, whether it's a doctor's degree, a bachelor's degree, and they don't even know, they ain't got the first clue of what the hell is going on, man. See? But the Lord in His mercy has revealed these things unto you. Go ahead.
It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day...
Yeah, we are not in the dark. We know perfectly well through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah what's going on. See? Go ahead.
That day should overtake you as a thief.
See, it's not going to overtake us as a thief. Why? Because we watching for the thief, which the thief in this case would be Yahweh Shah, man. All right, go ahead.
Continuing on to verse 5, ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not children of the night nor of darkness.
Go ahead.
On verse 7, it says, for they that sleep in the night.
Right here in America. This society, which the overtone of America, that's why it's known as the valley of the shadow of death. And that shadow and that darkness symbolizes the misinformation, the disinformation that's on display. But we are not of this world. See? We are not of the dark. See? Go ahead.
It says, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Right, which is symbolic to the philosophies and the ideas, pretty much what have been presented to you by none other than Esau, the devil, the so-called white man. So that's pretty much it right there, right? All right, so now, you got a precept? Go ahead.
Precept back up. This is the book of Matthew 24, verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched.
He would have watched. See, go ahead.
And would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Right. So if you know the thief coming, you're going to watch, right? And if you're watching, there's a possibility you're going to sleep. You know, so that's why you got to stay up. You got to stay alert. You know, you can't become disenchanted and you can't be rocked to sleep. All right. So that's it on that. Let's get this real quick.
2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So yeah, we not off for assessing where we at in the process. We ain't off when we say, you know what? I believe 2020 could be the year. You know? Why? Because we watching, man. See? We're not off when we said we don't think this place is going to go past 2021. We that close. Matter of fact, could you give me what's that? Romans 13 and 11. Give me what you got.
This same Matthew 16 started 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desiring him that he would show them a sign from heaven.
Right, show me a sign from heaven. They wanted the Lord to do a damn magic trick. And that's what you people want, man. You know, where your school's at. You know, they challenge you. They're really challenging our authority, man. The Lord gave us the authority to teach, man. You know? Want us to do a damn song and dance, a magic trick, then they might believe. Yeah. And you know, that you, Jake, do you know they did that to Yahweh on the cross, man? The Lord was on the cross in excruciating pain. And they said, if you come down, then we'll believe. I'm telling you, man, Yahweh Shemel has prepared. Hey, you know, when you go into, you know, Jake that was hung and castrated in the time of slavery, those, in a lot of cases, more than not, those were the very ones that came up against Yahweh and the prophets, man. Okay? And they was resurrected and they suffered excruciating, they suffered horrible deaths, man. Okay? That's why when you read, what's that, Exodus, where it talks about obey his voice. You know? Because he will not pardon thee for thy sins. It shows you that Yahweh ain't nothing to play with, man. All right? So yeah, go ahead.
St. Matthew 16:2, it said, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red.
Yep.
And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. Oh, ye hypocrites.
Yep. Oh, ye hypocrites. Go ahead.
You can discern the face of the sky.
Right. You can see when it's a cloudy day. You say, oh, you know, it's going to rain today. All right. The carnality, right? See, go ahead.
But can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Yeah, you can't see the signs of the times. You can't see the swarm of activity, man. You can't see Esau scrambling. That grip that he once had, he's loosening. It's loosening. You know, the power he once enjoyed that's being stripped away. All right, you see this man at the brinks of war, which that's biblical prophecy. You see all kind of things going on planet Earth on a global scale. See? Yep. So you can't see that. Oh, and another thing, you don't see the prophets. Give me 1 Corinthians 4:9. Yep. We are signed. We are signed that we're in the end, man. You know, you have Jacob walk by these different camps throughout, you know, Babylon the Great, near and far, for that matter, throughout the world. You got brothers out there, you know, with signs and Bibles and teaching, which nobody, you can't rival that time with any other time, man. You know, this is a new thing. This is that new song. So you can't tell me that some shouldn't resonate. Hold up, man. What's going on here, man? Because you can't discern the signs of the time, which us being out on the streets is a sign. Go ahead, up.
1 Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles last.
See, the apostles last, right? You had all these different movements. You know, you had the Black Panther. Oh, you had the Chicano movement. You know, Negro only is like, you don't want to hear that no more. Well, you know, where you had the Chicano movement. You had all these different movements amongst Israel, right? The Black Panthers and so on and so forth. See? But the Lord saved the best for last, as they say. Oh, that's why when you read the parable about Yahweh and the wedding and the wine, they said, oh, you saved the best wine for last. That was a parable for now, man. Even though it happened, that actually happened, it took place, but it was a foreshadowing of this truth, man. The Lord saved the best wine for last. All right? Go ahead, up.
It says, for I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to.
Yep.
For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
See, a spectacle unto the world, meaning you see us. This is a sign, right? See, go ahead.
And to angels.
Yep.
And to men.
And to men. See that? So now, let's go back to where you was at.
St. Matthew 16 and verse 4. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
Right, so again, they want us to do some damn magic trick. They want us to raise somebody from the dead, literally. Hey, it's spiritual now. We actually raising brothers from the dead, sisters from the dead. We was raised from the dead. And that's a fulfillment of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. All right? Go ahead, Ak.
It said, and there shall no sign be given unto it.
But what?
But the sign of the prophet Jonah.
Right, but the sign of the prophet Jonah, man. And the key word there is prophet. So who is the sign? We the sign, man. Because we conveying the things that's happening right before your eyes, man. See that? So you got a precept?
Yeah, come. It's the book of Isaiah 46 in verse 10. It says declaring the end from the beginning.
Right, so the Lord declared everything that you're saying now, which is in the end, from the beginning, man. Matter of fact, would you hold that up and give me Luke? Is that Luke? Yeah, Luke, the first chapter where it said the prophets that have been before.
Oh, yeah.
Read this again.
It says declaring the end from the beginning.
Right, declaring the end from the beginning. Meaning the prophets have always been here. the spirit of prophecy have always rested on the planet Earth. In fact, that's the very essence of this testimony, man. I'm gonna just say this, man. If you still in the spirit of window shopping and you don't know who to get with, well, if they're not prophesying, then you should run from them, because the Lord is dealing with the prophets. Just read Psalms 105, man. Scriptures tell you that the Lord have ordained the prophets to not suffer harm. And anybody that bring harm, the Lord is going to bring drama to you, right? Because the prophets are an extension of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's no different than if I was an executive at the power company and I sent somebody out to disrupt your service. You know, if you deal with him, that's a direct attack on me, being an executive, because that guy is an extension of me. And there's no different. Noah. If you did something to Noah, man, see that? Right? Because he was doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
God, this is St. Luke 1. To get to the point.
Yeah, I know, man. That's one of those, you just feel compelled, you know.
God. All right, this is Luke 1.
Because when you read Luke, the first chapter, it cuts all of this other nations BS. You know, that's the cut right there. But let's get straight to the point.
All right, Luke 1 and 7. It said, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
See, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. Give me Hebrews, the first chapter. Okay. Yep, go ahead.
It said, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
See that? So that's why scripture say the Lord declared the end from the beginning. When you go to the book of Genesis, there's certain spurts in the book of Genesis that's talking about the end times. You go to the book of Job, okay? Psalms, 1 Samuel, Judges, Judges the 5th chapter. It goes into a breakdown of the missiles, man. But you know, that's above the strength of the average person, man. That's why, again, you know, I always throw this out. We got to constantly thank you, how about Shem Yahushua, man, for giving us the mental capacity to digest this truth. Because this is a very volatile situation we're involved in. You know how volatile it is? If one thing that's the most helpless feeling is if you forget something. You know, you have that brain freeze. It happens all the time. You might be saying something like, it's nothing you can do to bring that thought back. You're totally at the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua at that point. See? So that's how it is with this truth. That's why it's compared to oil. So it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that keeps us intact, man. That keeps us with this word. Oh, that's why when you read Revelation, is it the 3rd chapter? Why our Lord Yahweh said, hold fast. Hold fast what you got, man. Because you don't got no control. You can wake up the next morning and be like, I don't know about that chip. I'm saying that it's telling you, man. And we have seen that, all right? So, what you got?
Quick preach, just going back to the prophets. From the beginning, this is Jude, verse 14.
Yep.
And Enoch also.
Yep, and Enoch, right? Go ahead.
The 7th from Adam prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10.
Well, hold up, that's bad. He was a descendant of Adam, Yahweh, which is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? Read that one more time.
It says, Enoch also, the 7th from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints.
So Enoch was prophesying about this time. He was prophesying about the return of Yahweh, man. Okay? When you read Job, the 38th chapter, it goes into Yahweh coming at the end and shaking the wicked out of the world. Okay? All throughout the scriptures. See that? So now, give me what you got. Hebrews, you know what I want? I think it's the first chapter, 1 and 1. Yep.
It's Hebrews 1 and 1. The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners.
Right, in different manners, okay, and in sundry times, meaning all the way back from the beginning. Go ahead.
Spake in times past.
He spake, the Lord spake, okay, go ahead.
Unto the fathers by the prophets.
By the prophets. So the Lord spake to the fathers, our ancestors, the forefathers, the patriarchs of Israel by way of who?
The prophets.
The prophets, right? So that's what this thing is all about. Again, that's why the Spirit got on Apostle to how to coin this as the year of prophecy. That was the Spirit of the Lord, man. If you're expecting Yahweh Shem Yahushua to come down and say 2020 is the year of prophecy, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. You delusional, all right? The Lord set up his men to convey this message, all right? And indeed, we're in that time. Are not you seeing the prophecies unfold? Are not you witnessing all hell break loose in America? You got Esau showing his horns, man. This man is changing his counsel. That's becoming one of my favorite
Yeah,
scriptures.
that's
now.
it, man.
I find myself bringing that out every week. I ain't gonna bring it out now, but y'all know I ain't. That's a bad scripture, man. Esau is showing himself. It goes back to Nero. What happened with Nero? He burnt down Rome and blamed it on the Christians. What's happening now? They burning down America. And the headlines, if you notice these headlines, they got Jake running out of damn, you know what I mean, Target with a damn 50-inch TV, man. Okay? So that's these devils blaming Israel once more. So, you know, everything is being beautifully pieced together by Yahweh Shemal Shah. This is a beautiful piece of work right here, man. You know? To see the Lord bring these prophecies together. See that?
Matter of fact, I got a quick preset.
Go ahead.
This back Ezekiel 12 and in verse 25, it says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, and it shall no more be prolonged.
Woo.
For in your days."
But, and what day? This day, man. Which this is the time of prophecy right here. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "For in your days, O rebellious house," for in your days, O rebellious house.
It's like me. This nigga, man. That's bad. Yeah, go ahead.
God, this Ezekiel 12, 25. It says, "For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass."
See that? See, everything is centered around prophecy, man. Which prophecy brings a certain level of, it makes everything action-packed, if you will. You know, whenever you foretell something or foreshadow something or predict something, it brings not only friction, okay, but it brings a certain level of anticipation. You know? Yep, go ahead.
It says, "It shall no more be prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word."
How the Lord saying the word? Through his men. That's why the Spirit got on us to open up with Luke, the 21st chapter. I would give you a mouth. All right? Yep, go ahead.
It says, "For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it."
And will perform it. Give me, you got a precept? Give me Jeremiah. You get what you got. Give me Jeremiah. You know what I want? 30. Yep, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 55, verse 11.
Yep.
"So shall my word."
So what?
"So shall my word."
Which a word? Somebody give me what's that? What a word of a matter of fact, continue right there.
King, get power.
I
think this.
Read again.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
8.
4, I think.
Yep, and 4. That's it. Go ahead.
It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth."
So hold up. Who is the mouthpiece of the Lord? We the mouthpiece of the Lord. Do you understand when you come up against what we saying? You come up against Yahweh Shemal Shah. That's why that's why the Spirit had it where they showed the sinkholes. Think that was a coincidence? This is the work of the Lord. If you understand the scriptures, you know, all you brothers out there who know where we going with this. If you saw in the opening clip, it showed the sinkholes. What that remind you of? Corey and Dathan, who came up, and it tells you, I think that's Jude.
I think it is.
Get that. Yep. The gang said of Corey and Dathan. Matter of fact, I know I told you to get that. Give me 1 Thessalonians 4 and 8. All right, go ahead. Give me what you got real quick. If you got it on that.
Let's see.
I think it's toward the.
Let's see.
So prophecy sets a certain tone. You know? Again, we always allude, and that's the Spirit of the Lord, we always allude to Noah. Even Yahweh Shai used to allude back to Noah. What our Lord say, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be, you know? All right, so give me what you got real quick. 1 Thessalonians, I think it's 4 and 8.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 8. "He therefore that despises not man, but the Most High."
Read that again.
It says, "He therefore that despises not man, but the Most High, who have given unto us his Holy Spirit."
Now, he who despises not men. You don't despise us, but you despise Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. All right? Read it one more time.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 4 and verse 8. "He therefore that despiseth not men."
Right, so you think you despising us, you know, leaving your comments or, you know, even those, like you say, the sophisticated scoffer who might actually have a channel, you know, and they might bring a presentation. You know, like them guys, ITR, man. You know, they made a splash and they just, you know, ran out of town, escaped, you know. But they would make a video, they'll have a presentation. You have certain people that make videos, it'll be a beautiful presentation with sound effects. Guess what? In no wise will that offset the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shah. And in doing so, you're not coming up against us, but you're coming up against Yahweh Shema Shah. All right? You got that?
Yeah, this is Jude, verse 11.
Yep.
Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain.
See, woe unto them. What do it mean you going to the way of Cain? That means you rebellious, man. All right? Go ahead.
And ran greedily after the error of Balaam.
Yep, go ahead.
For reward, and perished in the gainsaying of Korah.
Yeah, see? Now, we open up with, I'll give you a mouth that our adversary won't be able to gainsay.
Yep.
But what happened to Korah? He got swallowed up in the sinkhole. So Spirit had, out of all the things that's happening, the Lord had the sinkhole to be featured. Okay? Right?
Okay.
So it will behoove you to trust in the word. Matter of fact, give me 20 and 20, the year 2020. Give me that precept. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is the book of Acts 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men.
Right. So that proves that the Lord has set up certain men on the planet Earth. And that's starting with the apostles and elders, the men that we learned from. Okay? Even that legacy continues to all you brothers out there, you sincere brothers, man. You know, that put your life on the line and push this word. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and let them alone.
Yep.
For if this counsel or this work be of men.
Right. So if this counsel is just something that we concocted, some elaborate scheme that we concocted, what do we benefit from it? You know? This is the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. So if this counsel be of men, go ahead.
It will come to naught.
It will come to naught. Now, when you go start with our elders, it's on record that they came on the scene from a global perspective, if you will, in 2007, the summer of 2007, to be specific, July 2007, right? But they've been teaching well before that, man, going back into the 80s, man. See that? So has it come to naught? No, it's only growing. Oh, that's why the Lord said the kingdom of heaven is like a mulberry tree, man. It starts off a small seed, but then it grows, and people and the birds flock to it, and they rest on the branches. What's those branches? The YouTube channels. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 39. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it.
So this is of the Most High. You can't overthrow. You can't offset this, man. Give it down how headstrong you are. You know that vocabulary. You know what I mean? You can't overthrow this. Go ahead.
Least ye be happily.
Oh, it said, least ye be happily. Go ahead.
Least happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High.
Now, what do that word happily mean? Unknowingly. That's what that word go back to. So when it said, when at least thou be happily, you know, find yourself fighting against the Most High, that means unknowingly. You don't even know that you're going up against the Most High, man. So what's going to happen? You're going to perish in the same way of Korah. The ground going to swallow you up. All right. So does it on that? All right. So come on.
God, it's 2 Chronicles 20 and 20.
Hold up. 2 Chronicles what?
20 and 20.
20 and 20. Go ahead.
It says, and they rose early in the morning.
Now that's bad though. I'm being honest. I'm not just now. Let's examine this. If you think I'm playing, man, this is the spirit of the Lord, right? First of all, Chronicles goes into what? Like time. Right? Come on, man. Chronicles goes into time, right? So 2 Chronicles 20 and 20, right? Which is the year of prophecy. So how ironic this is about to say what it's about to say. Go ahead.
2 Chronicles 20 and 20.
Yeah.
And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Yeah, go ahead.
Believe in the Lord your power. So shall you be established.
Right.
Believe his prophets.
See, believe his prophets. 2020, the year of prophecy, man. And this only can be conveyed or expressed through the prophets. Some random guy can't prophesy, man. All right? The Lord is not going to just raise up some Johnny come lately to do his work, to prophesy. He's going to raise up the prophets. If you want to get that, go ahead and get that. Because we often use the analogy of when you consider somebody who worked, maybe as a carpenter or a mechanic, they got a tool bag. And when it's time for them to use the hammer, they're not going to reach out reach and grab the damn wrench. See, and that's the same with Yahweh Shemel Shah. When it's time for the prophecies to come out, he's going to reach in his spiritual tool bag and bring out the prophets. And not just the prophets of old. It's like this, like, hey, I know you can get the job done because I designed. Man, the Lord don't make mistakes. The Lord made them to be a prophet. I tell you, matter of fact, give me that in Jeremiah, the 1st chapter. Go ahead.
God, this 1 Corinthians 14:32.
Yep.
And the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Read that again.
It said, and the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
That's reincarnation if you're paying attention. So the very same prophets that did the work of, see, you try to put the Lord in a box. The Lord not bound by time. Just because that's something that, piques your interest. Oh my goodness, reincarnation. That's nothing to the Lord, man. Okay, look, that's the same spirit that the Lord used to do his work back then. Now it's time for the Lord's work to be done again. And the prophets is back out. Give me what you got real quick.
God, Daniel 12:13. Go thou thy way to the end be,
right?
For thou shalt rest.
Yep, meaning Daniel, you're going to die. Go ahead.
And stand.
And you're going to arise again. Because when you go into the word resurrect, it literally means to rise. Res means thing. Erect means to rise. That's when you get the word erection. Resurrection, right? Go ahead.
It says,
it literally means thing rise. All right, go ahead.
It said, but go down that way to the end, B.
Yep, to this time. See?
That's it.
Chronicles. All right, the chronology. Okay, go ahead.
It said, for thou shalt rest.
Yep.
And stand in the light at the end of the days.
Right, so Daniel would be here today if you believe the scriptures. All right. So now, give me what you got.
Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
See? So this gives credence to the idea of the prophets of old coming back because the Lord formed you to be a prophet. That's not a hard concept to digest. All right? The Lord designed a fish to goddamn swim. He didn't design the fish to, fly. Or vice versa. You ain't going to see a bird descend to the depths of the sea. Why? Because he was designed to carry out a certain purpose, a certain life. So it's the same with the prophets, man. They were designed to prophesy. So we being in the time of prophecy, what better person to prophesy but a prophet? See? Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
I separated thee. Go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet.
I ordered you to be a prophet. This is the order of the Lord, man. So Jeremiah is a prophet through and through. Go ahead. Hey, Jeremiah not going to come back as a damn basketball player, man. All right, go ahead.
It is now ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
See? Unto the nations. All right. Yep. Got some?
I like it.
Got some?
Yeah, kind.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 15. It says, and Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of the Most High.
Woo! Bad. That's a cut. That goes into Genesis, the 25th chapter, too. If you're going to get 1 Samuel, that's spirit. But the reason why I mentioned Genesis, the 25th chapter, because she inquired of the Most High.
Yeah, that's bad.
Did she go to the Most High? She went to the prophets, man. And she really went to Abram. Abraham, which he was a prophet, okay? And more than a prophet. That's why that would be, you know who that is? All right? Real quick, give me what you got. We're going to go back there. That's bad. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 99.
That's
Before
it.
time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High.
Read that again.
It said, before time in Israel,
yeah,
when a man went to inquire of the Most High.
So did he jump on a chariot and go into the heaven of heavens where the Most High dwell, man? No. He inquired of the Most High by going to who?
Thus he spake, come, and let us go to the seer.
Let us go to the seer. See? Go ahead.
For he that is now called a prophet.
See, those who are now called a prophet. Go ahead.
Was before time called a seer.
That's why the Lord said, watch as well as pray. See, watch don't really mean you peeking out of your curtains and blinds every week. Watch means really prophesying, man, or being in the arena of prophecy. Okay? Yep, so give me what you got real quick.
Back in Exodus 18 and verse 15, again, it says, and Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of the Most High.
So they came to who?
Moses.
To inquire of who?
The Most High.
Come on, man. See that? And that's what you see brothers do. We even do that. Prophets inquire of one another. Like, you know, you might ask your brother, hey, yo, what do that mean? Or, the Most High is the one that's giving you the answer, man. See that? This is the situation you have walked into, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, when they have a matter, they come unto me.
Yeah.
And I judge between one and another.
And that proves right there you got these niggas that say only God can judge me. Well, Moses was judging, man. You actually have a book called the Book of Judges, man. And this is where a great king come into play. A king judges matters. What incident that it tells you King Solomon, which we understand that's Yahweh Shai, they said his kingdom was firmly established. I was after he chased the guy off. But it tells you how his name grew, his fame or something like that when he made the decision with the woman, with the babies. He judged between the matter, man. The Lord gave him discernment. And that's all judging is, the ability, possessing the ability to discern matters. This is what the Lord is conditioning us to do, man. Okay? That's why when you read, it's that 2 Corinthians 6 chapter, you should judge angels. And if you know, you should judge the world to come. You can't judge the smallest matters. See? All right, go ahead.
It says, continuing on, it says, and I do make them know the statutes of the Most High and his laws.
See that? And that's what we were set up to do. I make you know the statutes of the Most High. All right? So, again, we're in a time of prophecy, and the Lord is making these prophecies ring true emphatically, man. The Lord ain't tiptoeing around, man. Hey, when you go into the time of Egypt, the Lord didn't tiptoe us out the back, no. The Lord brought us out of that emphatically with great signs and wonders. You know what? I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon. Is that Wisdom of Solomon? It talks about as it goes into the time of Egypt, how the Lord brought us.
Is that 11?
I think it might be 11 or 17. You know what? You can look for that. You give me Ecclesiastes 36 and start at the top.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes 36 and 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all.
Right. So how is the Lord having mercy upon us by way of bestowing unto us this knowledge, man? Okay, this truth. All right. Why you think Yahweh Shai says you should know the truth and it shall make you free, man? See that? It's by way of this truth we would gain favor in the eyes of our Lord Yahweh Shai. You got to remember, the Lord himself said he take no pleasure in fools, man. See that? Go ahead.
It said, have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us.
And behold us. Let his face.
Yep.
See that? Right?
It says,
Go ahead.
It said, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee.
And we just saw opening clip of that. And it's going to really intensify. And that proves that what we teach in the fact that the Lord is going to wreak havoc on the planet Earth is in harmony with the scriptures, man. This is not your grandma's doctrine, where we had this vision of seeing everybody come together. No. We have a vision of seeing the other nations get their ass handed to them, man. See that? Go ahead, Up.
It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations.
Right. And the Lord is doing that. The Lord is going to lift up Yahweh Shai against you. All right, go ahead.
And let them see thy power.
Whoa. And let them see thy power, man. Lightning striking and sinkholes, tsunamis and volcanoes, which, by the way, you niggas over there in Atlanta, the fitted cap bandit, that nigga, man. That nigga right there, you can see that nigga with a black and mild, man, off camera, man. You know what I mean? That nigga talking about America gonna be destroyed by way of goddamn volcano. Man, volcano is a slow process, man. The Lord said he's gonna tear this place out quickly, man. That's why the scripture said, though it tarry, it's not gonna tarry. Because once the destruction comes, it's gonna be in an hour, man. All this time you've been waiting, you've been catching hell, it ain't gonna matter when the missiles come because it's gonna all go away. You know? So that's a cut on you niggas, man. But the Lord do use volcanoes and hurricanes and tsunamis, you know, tornadoes, you know, so-called natural disasters. All right? The Lord used that as a way to visit the planet Earth. See, read that again, huh?
It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power.
See, and let them see thy power. See that? Go ahead.
As thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us.
Yeah. So the Lord said, lift up thy hand and do that. Now, give me this real quick, and then we just read that one, and we'll go back.
This the book of Baruch 2 and verse 11. And now, O Lord, power of Israel.
Yeah, power of Israel. See that? Power of Israel, man. Nigga vocab alone, man. If I pay my power bill, that's the power of my house, man. Go ahead.
That has brought thy people out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand.
See, with a mighty hand. That was Yahushua that brought us out of Egypt, man, if you didn't know. That's why he's been given the name above all names, which is the deliverer. Who else can say they can save you, man? Only Yahushua been given that title, man. See that? Go ahead.
And high arm.
Woo! That's why the Lord said he's going to be exalted above all. And that's going to happen again. When the Lord comes back, the Lord going to be exalted. He's going to be high. He's going to be exalted in the air, man. Right? Go ahead.
And with signs and with wonders.
Woo! And with what?
And with signs and with wonders.
2020. The year of signs and wonders, man. Which is not as if the Lord have not been showing his signs, but as we move closer into this deliverance, just like in the time of ancient Egypt. You know, when the Lord was poised to bring us out of that captivity, those signs, what was the I think the climax of the signs was the firstborn dying. That was the nail in the coffin, man. You know? See? Go ahead.
It says, and with great power.
Woo! And with great power, see? Go ahead.
And has gotten thyself a name as appeareth this day.
Yeah. See that? Hey, let's get that. Give me Joshua 9 and 9. That's how the Lord got a great name. And you give me, you know what I want. Yep. Go ahead.
This is the book of Joshua. Yeah, this is the book of Joshua chapter 9. So like in verse 9, it says, and they said unto him from a very far country, thy servants are come because of the name of the Lord thy power. For we have heard the fame of him.
See, we have heard the fame of him. Go ahead.
In all that he did in Egypt.
So this is how the Lord gained that fame in Egypt. Okay. Go ahead.
This is the book of St. John 12 and 28. Father, glorify thy name.
See, which we reading right here where the Lord glorified his name. Go ahead.
Then there came a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it.
So the Lord said, I already glorified it back in ancient Egypt, but hold up.
It will glorify it again.
Which is going to happen right here in America, man.
Right.
So it's going to come a time where you're not going to have some damn atheists in the cut. You're not going to have a nigga pause to debate you once your Yahushua return. Which your Yahushua, again, is that exclamation point. Everybody going to become a believer in that day. Because, you know, you got people out there that have to see it to believe it, right? So the Lord going to grant you that wish. I'm going to show you on him, man. And you're going to believe, all right? So you got something? Let's go back to go back.
Yeah, this is Sirach 36. Yeah, Sirach 36, and I'm gonna start at verse 3 again. He said, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power.
Yeah.
As thou was sanctified in us before them.
Woo! But right before your eyes.
That's it.
Right before your eyes, the Lord is showing you that he's dealing with us. Go ahead.
So be thou magnified among them before us.
Woo!
That's it.
Come on,
man.
Hey, that's it. Yep. Go ahead.
It says, and let them know thee as we have known thee.
Right, so it's going to come a point where our reality is going to become your reality. You're going to know the Lord just like we know him. See? You think the Lord going to shy away, like the Lord going to play with you, man? The Lord run this. All right? And that's why when you read Psalms 9 and 16, it says what? The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. See? Go ahead.
It said, and let them know thee as we have known thee.
Yeah, you're going to know the Lord just like we know him. Go ahead.
That there is no power, but only thou, O Most High.
See that? And you're going to have a damn Old Testament nigga to say, see, look, that means the power, even Esau power come from the Most High. That's what that's going into. It tells that in Romans the 13th chapter. There's no power but of the Most High. See, come on, man. But hey, we can't expect these guys to get it. You know? Everybody can't get it, man. Everybody can't be Cain, all right, in the movie. Everybody can't be older, you know what I mean? Somebody got to be the nigga that say, which one of y'all is Cain? All right, go ahead, up.
It says show new signs and make
see that? It say what?
Show new signs.
Right, and we in the time of that. That's why we opened up with the clip, man. 2020, the Lord is showing new signs now. Go ahead.
Show new signs and make other strange wonders.
Woo! And make other strange wonders, which, hey, those missiles is going to be a strange wonder. All right, when we give me the 5th chapter. Yep, Wisdom of Solomon. That one too. Now you can get that too. Matter of fact, man, that's the Spirit. Get that. The Spirit wants you to get that. And give me Wisdom of Solomon. All right. So the Lord's going to show new strange works, which those missiles is going to be a strange work, man. Nobody have seen nothing like that, man. The sky being covered with an innumerable, which I won't say innumerable because we know the number. And that's what stumbling block. Oh, that's why you had this nigga polite to say, hold up now. You need to tell me God is going to come. You know, even though Captain Tazaria butchered the scripture, but it still shows you how detached our people are from this book, man. They limit the power of Yahweh Shema Shah. It shows you how low level they is. You mean to tell me it wasn't somebody that created a butterfly? Now, the reason why I say that is because a butterfly starts off as a damn caterpillar, man. See what I'm saying? So you think that was just random? So now you're gonna test or question the validity of the power who created that. You don't believe he can summon 200 million missiles to destroy America? And there's a method to that because the Lord is going to destroy Esau by the works of his own hands. See, that's it, brother. The brother put the number. See, that number right there throw you off. Dude said, man, I was following y'all till you said that. You know? Yep. What I want first? Go ahead and give me Judges first.
All right, it's Judges 5 and start at verse 4, right?
Is it 11?
It's Judges 5 and 11.
Yep.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
What's that talking about? They that are delivered from the noise of archers. That's talking about the missiles, man. You know what proved that? Because when you go into the ancient world, somebody with a literal bow and arrow, that's a silent weapon, man. So why does scripture say the noise of archers? That's symbolic to those ICBM missiles. See? Go ahead, read it again.
It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water.
See? Go ahead. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down into the gates. Yeah. Is it so? It says deliver from the noise, so the righteous acts, you know what I mean? Of the Lord.
That's it.
Yeah. Is it? I was trying to teach every day. You go down to the gates. All right. Hold on now. Let's give me what you got.
You joined that Wisdom Solomon 5.
Yeah, 5.
All right, kind of Wisdom Solomon. Strange salvation. Yeah, kind of. This Wisdom Solomon 5 and 2. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
So this is how the Lord is going to do this thing, man. It's not going to be nothing conventional about this. Okay? Lord going to show you, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
See that? So it's going to be far beyond anything that you can imagine. All right, you got something?
I got enough precept.
Go ahead.
Because it's going to be a strange destruction.
Beautiful.
Wisdom Solomon 16:16. For the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm. With strange hails, rains, and showers were they persecuted.
What's those strange hails? And that rain. Give me, I think that's Ezekiel 38. Well, it said rain upon him. Let's see what those rains are. And give me Isaiah 4 and 6. Because just like in the time of Noah, the Lord rained down, right? But when you read, I believe that's Isaiah, what's that? I think it's Isaiah, I forget what it is. Where scripture say the Lord brought us through the water and the floods, and he's also bringing you through the fire. 43. Isaiah 43, the water. Isaiah 43 and 2. You can hold that if you want, but what I call for?
Isaiah 4.
Give me Isaiah 4 and 6 real quick.
Now, this is the book of Isaiah 4 and verse 6. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime.
Right, so this is that tabernacle, the house of David, which a house symbolizes a couple of things. It symbolizes separation. Because I could be outside kicking it with you, but once I get in my door, I just cut off the outside world. See? And it also symbolizes protection, right? Because you protected from the elements of the outside. Read that again.
It says, "And there shall be a tabernacle,
A house, go ahead.
for a shadow in the daytime from the heat."
What's the heat? That's World War III, man. Go ahead.
"In a place for a refuge,
From where?
for a cover."
My bad.
It's like, is it in a place for a refuge?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it in a place? Is it for a place of refuge and for a covert
Covered, go ahead.
from storm and from rain?
From what? From storm and rain. See? So just like the Lord rained in the time of Noah, he's going to rain again. But it's going to be a rain of fire, man. Okay? All right, give me what you got.
Ezekiel 38:22. "And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him."
And I will what?
Rain upon him.
Go ahead.
And upon his bands.
Yep.
And upon the many people
Yep.
that are with him.
Yep.
In overflowing rain.
See, an overflowing rain. That's dealing with the mills. Which, when you consider rain, you ever saw rain when it dropped in a puddle? It looks like a missile. It hit in the puddle of water, boop, and you see the wave. That's a missile.
That's it.
That's a constant reminder, man. The rain is actually a constant reminder that the Lord's going to destroy America, right? That's so how serious the Lord is about destroying this place, man. All right, go ahead.
It says that overflowing rain and great hailstones,
See?
fire and brimstone.
Yep.
That's it.
See? All right. So let's go back to where you was at.
Kind. Oh, it's like I ain't finished that off.
Okay.
I got something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Psalm 70:16.
Mm-hmm.
"His mischief shall return upon his own head,
Yep, go ahead.
and his vile dealing shall come down upon his own pate."
See that? And his violent deal is going to come down upon his own pate. See? That's that rain. All right? Yep, go ahead.
Yeah,
and that's why the Lord said his violent dealings, that's the missiles. That's weaponry. So, yeah, for you niggas over there in Atlanta, tots, right? Tater tots, teachers of truth, right? They said, what the Lord got to destroy Esau with missiles? Well, he don't have to destroy Esau with missiles. The Lord can destroy this devil with a snap of the finger, right? But it's a certain level of justice by the Lord destroying them by way of the snare. That's why the Lord said the very snare that he laid, he's going to fall in it. This man came into power by way of the sword, and I'd be damned if he don't go out powered by the sword, man. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, yeah, back with Psalm 16:16. "For the ungodly that denied to know thee was scourged by the strength of thy arm with strange rains."
See, what's the strange rain? The missiles. That's going to be a strange piece of work by Yahweh Shemel Shah. See that? Go ahead.
Said with strange rains, hails and showers were they persecuted that they could not avoid.
Yeah. And it tells you that, oh man, what's that? Well, it talk about how they're not going to be able to put it off. I think that's Job. Is that Job? Isaiah 47. If you can get it if you want.
Let's see.
Yeah, since you're going at it. But see, Esau have been able to prolong his ass whipping for hundreds and hundreds of years. But they ain't going to be able to put this off. All right, go ahead.
All right, this is let me see.
13 or 14.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 47:13. "Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let not the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, go ahead.
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them.
That's talking about the ICBM missiles. Go ahead.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame."
Yeah, you ain't gonna be triumphant in that day. You know, the Lord put a resilient spirit on these devils to get through. Oh, that's when you get Phoenix rising out of the ashes. They think they're gonna get out of this shit, but do not, man. All right, go ahead.
It says they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm it, nor a fire to sit before it.
Yeah, see that? Yep. All right, so now let's go back.
All right, back in Ecclesiastes 36, and in verse 6 again, it says, "Show new signs and make other strange wonders.
Yep.
Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works."
See that? And that's what we're in the time of. We're in the time of the Lord showing his wonderful work. And again, the Lord is not going, this is not going to be a bland thing. This is going to be something that's going to require a spiritual mind to accept. You know, at least you're going to bug out for the thing. Or the scriptures tell you men's hearts failing them for the things that are going to befall the earth. You know, the video I showed you where you had the guy, the little monster he looked like off Harry Potter, the little dancing. I should have played that. Hey, it's going to be certain things that's going to happen, man, that if the Spirit of the Lord is not with you, you're going to fall apart, man. Right? Because the Lord is going to show himself through his strange works. See? Go ahead.
It says, raise up indignation and power out wrath. It's like raise up indignation and pour out wrath.
And pour out wrath. That's going into the mills, but also going into the things that's happening here on the planet Earth. Look, man, we coming into the time where the Lord is going to, just tell you how the wild beasts going to change their places. There's going to be actually newly created creatures that's out here. The brother, Kona, he put out a video on the chat. Did y'all see that? Where you had this strange sound. It was like a motherfucking screeching sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It sounded like some wild shit, you know? But those are wild beasts beginning to wake up. We believe through the Spirit, through the scriptures. Because, you know, a lot of these beasts, these newly created creatures, they're on another frequency. Like Leviathan. They might sleep 100 years. You know, and they're going to wake up a certain time. So, man, just sit back and watch the works of the Lord. All right? Go ahead.
Kind of do William Solomon 11:17.
That's it.
For the almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send.
Somebody outside, man.
It said, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions.
Right. And a bear or a fierce lion is an animal that you have grown somewhat accustomed to. Yet, if you see a damn bear, man, you're going to run out of your shoes. Or a lion, right? But go ahead.
It says, or unknown wild beast.
Right, unknown wild beast. When you see it, you're not going to say, oh, that's a lion. No, you're not going to be able to make out what you're seeing. See? Go ahead.
It said, or unknown wild beast full of rage.
And that's heavy because a lion is not always full of rage. You can catch a lion. You know, these documentaries show lions as if they just, you know, getting at you all the time. If a lion full, man, lions be chilling, right? These animals, these beasts is full of rage, man. Okay? Go ahead. You got a precept?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get that. This is Sirach 39 and 28. It said, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
In their fury, all right, go ahead.
It says, in the time of discretion, they pour out their force.
Right, so there's a certain time reserved for these creatures to pour out their force. Go ahead.
It says, and appease the wrath of him that made them.
See that? That word appease means please. So the Lord is going to be pleased with the wrath of these animals that's going to be sent forth to wreak havoc on you people, man.
God.
Hey, we just getting into the beginning, man. We're in the beginning stage of seeing what the Lord is preparing for you people. Go ahead.
It says,
2020 is the year that's setting the mark. You know? There's so much stuff going on in 2020. Oh, you remember the nigga LeBron James? Did you see he made a post? He said, man, 2020, I hate the year. You could Google it. He said some shit like, 2020, I wish it just go away. 2020 has been the worst year. It was right after the Kobe death. He said, if 2020 could just go away. You know, that's the Spirit of the Lord. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, unknown wild beast, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes.
Yeah, so imagine that. There's creatures that shoot lasers out of their eyes. And again, this is not for just the casual Israelite. You know, you have more Israelites come across our channel and they, you know, then when they hear things like this. See, this is not for you. This is for the elect, okay? And these things, when believing on these things, this is nothing more than a testament that you believe in your power, man. There's nothing out of the range of our power, man. See that? All right, you got something? All right, come on. Let's go
back to Sirach 36 in verse 7. It says, raise up indignation and pour out wrath, take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
That's Esau, man. That word adversary goes back to Satan. That's the great Satan. So the Lord, all this is going to be done in effort to overthrow Esau. That's why we look forward to that. That's why we was excited when we saw the opening clip. You know, these are all signs that the Lord is poised to step in on our behalf and make inquisition. Oh, look up that word. Make inquisition on our behalf. See, all right, to destroy our enemies. Go ahead.
It says, "Make the time short."
Woo, make the time short. And Yahweh said that at least these days be shortened. And you can see it, man. We ain't making this up. You look up 1 minute is Monday, next minute you know it's Saturday. And we really see that because, you know, the highlight of our week, you know, in the world we in is camp day. You know, pretty much. You know, we can go out and do the work of Yahweh by Shema outside. You know, we look forward to that. All right, go ahead. You got something else?
No, go on.
Okay, go ahead.
It said, "Make the time short. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works."
And that's what we do. Do we not declare the wonderful works? And don't get that word wonderful twisted. When we declare the works of the Lord, it's not all peaches and cream. We just go into Corey and Dathan, how they got swallowed. Matter of fact, give me okay, that's Spirit. Psalm 145.
Yeah.
That's what you got to it.
Psalm 145, start at verse 4. It says, "One generation shall praise thy works to another."
Right, and that's what you're witnessing right now. Okay, we praising the works of the Lord to another. Right, go ahead.
It says, "One generation shall praise thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts."
Yeah, that's what we do, man. We often speak about the time of Noah, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, even what the tragedy that happened to Israel. That's the mighty works of the Lord, man. See, go ahead.
It says, "I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty and of thy wondrous works."
See, go ahead.
"And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts."
Hold up, read that again.
"And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts."
Are you not witnessing that? Are not men speaking of the might of the terrible acts of Yahweh by Shema outside? See, go ahead.
"And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness."
And I will declare thy greatness. See, which the terrible acts of the Lord goes into his greatness.
That's it.
He's a man of war. All right, you got something? All right, come on, let's go.
Sirach 36 and 9. It says, "Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire."
Yep, go ahead.
"And let them perish that oppress the people."
Yeah, and that's dealing with Esau, man. They're gonna perish away like their own dawn. See, go ahead.
"Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen."
Woo! There's no head above a serpent. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the people. That's dealing with you goddamn bankers, man. All right, those of you who single-handedly responsible for vexing the children of Israel, storm the elect. That's why when you read, is that Luke the 17th chapter, the portion of widow?
Luke 18.
Is it 18? You ain't got to get it. You ain't got to get it. But we are vexed. The elect is vexed. Because of who? The leaders of you goddamn devils, the chief house of the nation of Edom, which comes in the form of these international bankers, man. Or like this guy George Soros. Fuck him, man. Tell you, man, we get our hands on you, man. We gonna get our hands on you too, man, through the spirit. Okay? Go ahead, up.
All right, shit, I can't find. All right, this verse 10 again. It says, "Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we."
Fucking devil. That's why you got the Big Bang Theory. Fucking devil cannot acknowledge a power higher than him. That's why the scripture tells you in Obadiah, the 3rd verse, how get that real quick. Get that real quick. You got a precept?
Yeah, come.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Job 20 and 19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away in house which he buildeth not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly.
Yeah.
He shall not save of that which he desires.
And we witnessing it right now. These devils, and they trying to put their little shit together, they not feeling quietness in their belly, which that belly goes back to these secret counsels, your inner thoughts, your plots and schemes and plans, these diabolical blueprints. These devils actually got shit laid out, man, where they're attempting and strategizing to overthrow the children of Israel and the elect, you know, and the prophets, man. But see, now we in a heavy game of chess. You know, you get to the last few moves, Lord box these niggas off and waiting on you to make that move now, man. Because when you make that move, you're gonna open up the floodgates, man. That spiritual power gonna be bestowed upon certain men. And all hell gonna break loose out here, man. All right. And so you're gonna see why the planet Earth is like a globe. It is a globe, but it's like a battlefield. You know, what's holding you down? Gravity. You can't escape, and everything is a potential weapon. You're gonna see why the Lord is known as a man of war, man. All right. See, Esau tried to distort shit and have you look at life through this replica of their reality. Goddamn Disney World. See, tell him, man, we got to get rid of this devil, man. Okay? Just like the guy who had the presentation. That might, we might have to revisit that. In the spirit, you know. You know, Lord will, we might revisit that, you know. Get a brother his shine. I believe he's dead now. Because real talk, this guy supposed to have a YouTube channel, man. All right, Esau got rid of him, you know. All right, go ahead.
All right, kind.
But you notice they ain't messing with us. And we calling out names, man. All right, go ahead.
Kind. Verse 11. It says, gather all. Oh, Slack, you want that Obadiah then?
Yep, the third verse. I believe it's the third verse.
Yeah, kind. It's Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived
thee. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Go ahead.
That dwelleth in the clefts of the rock.
That dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks. When you go into cleft, it's like a damn slit. It's a crack in the rock, meaning a secret place. You know, in the shadows, and that's where these elites dwell. All right. You got the rock, you got Mount Seir, then you got the clefts, you got the cracks of the rocks. That's where them devils dwell. Because they rule the planet Earth, but why you don't know it? Because they rather tiptoe behind the scenes and deal behind the shrouds of secrecy and deception. Some cold, damp, wet, dark, you know. Go ahead,
He said that dwelleth in
but we those lights. Coming, we shine that light on them damn devils, man. Go ahead. They go to hissing, like a damn vampire. They go to hissing, like a little porcupine, you know. Oh, they start changing their captain. Your horns stick up, you know. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high.
Yep, see, whose habitation is high. That's across the board. You know, they got these different buildings. They got these skyscrapers and condominiums, right? Penthouses, townhouses, skyscrapers. Habitation is high. And they go back to Mount. They go back to Petra. And, you know, that's their habitation, right? Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high.
Go ahead.
Their seven is hard.
And even meaning they're high-minded. So not just on the physical level. These devils exalt themselves. They high-minded. See? Read that again.
It says, whose habitation is high, their seven is hard. Who shall bring me down to the ground?
All right. Yeah, so go ahead.
All right, back in Sirach 36, and I'm going to start it on verse 10 again. It says, smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we.
See, that there's none other but we, meaning these devils, they exalt themselves, man. See, go ahead.
I got a quick precept for that too. Back in that Isaiah 47 and in verse 8, it says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
See that? Yeah, go ahead.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
See that?
Yep.
All right, so you got something else?
Yeah, This is the book on Job 18:5. Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Right, so the light of the wicked, which goes into really the Illuminati. When you go into the word Illuminati, it means illuminated ones. When you consider a car, you're led by the lights. Okay? So the head, the leader of Esau is the illuminated ones. All right? So the light of the wicked is going to be put out. And then also obviously translates to their understanding, right? See? So yeah, go ahead.
Verse 11. Gather.
Understanding, yeah.
It says, verse 11, it said, gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning.
Read that again.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning.
So in that time, who did we have, right, in captivity and subjection? Esau. In the time when we was all gathered together, Esau was under us, right? And that proves right there that we coming back into that time. See, we coming into the time where the Lord is about to raise up his people, man, storm with the elect of the nation of Israel, with our Lord Yahushua leading the charge and spearhead this movement, if you will. All right, go ahead. What verse you at?
That was verse 11.
Okay, come.
Verse 12, it says, "O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name."
Right, that's not dealing with everybody. See, go ahead.
"And upon Israel."
See, go ahead.
"Whom thou hast named thy firstborn."
See that? Read.
"O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles."
Right, which is dealing with this knowledge. Go ahead.
"And thy people with thy glory."
Yep.
"Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name."
And raise up prophets that have been in thy name. And we just read that these prophets that the Lord possessed from the beginning, which goes back into what? The year of prophecy, 2020. So who else can bring forth, all right, this message? But the prophets. And that proves that everything intertwines with the statement that Apostle Taha made through the Spirit, and that the men of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai would be here, in this time, and brought forth and thrust into the public eye, if you will, to bring forth his work. And that proves that we in that time, man. Okay, we're in the time where Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to spring into action. So, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to you brothers out there laboring in this work, as well as you believers, the brothers and sisters, the Akim and the Aqua that subscribe to this truth as well. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom. GTA, Abba, Abba.